episode number 9, I believe. I'm your host, your boy Touch. I'm here with a special guest today, and I promised y'all I was gonna keep getting bigger, and I promised y'all I was gonna keep getting better. And I think I did the biggest and the best of all today. So today, ladies and gentlemen, we got the beautiful Lissa. Is it Aries? Is that how you say it? How you say it?
Aires.
Lissa Aires in the house tonight. What does it mean? What's that mean?
I'm originally from Buenos Aires, Argentina. That's
oh
what.
God. So you fluent in Spanish?
See,
yeah, Gigi said she can't speak nothing. So yeah, we good. But no, I'm happy to have you here. Thank you for coming on my platform. I know you're a busy person, so getting you here was like a blessing. I'm grateful. So tonight,
happy to be here.
Yeah, we're gonna have some ratchet fun. We're gonna talk, get in your business. I don't care about nothing that's going on professional. I just want to know your personal life.
You have given me the truth juice anyway.
Yeah, this truth juice gonna get you. So you said you're from Argentina originally.
Yes.
But you got a British accent?
Yeah, so I moved to London with my parents when I was 10.
Mm-hmm.
And then I spent 14 years there. And then I moved to New York.
Yeah.
And then from New York, I went to Miami.
I ain't never met a Hispanic or a Latina with a British accent.
I know.
Ever.
It's a real conversation starter.
I can imagine because it's confusing. It's like when you came through the door, I was like, is she playing or is she for real? I didn't know you were serious or not. That's dope though. So 14 years put that in you. Mm-hmm. How old was you when you got there? You was like a baby?
To the States?
No, when you got to London.
Yeah, I was 10.
You was 10?
10 years old, yeah.
Damn, and that shit took her to... I thought about 10 we already had the way we speak.
I mean, when I speak Spanish, I still speak Spanish with like an Argentinian accent.
For real?
Yeah.
Say something sexy in Spanish.
Dámelo duro, papi.
I love it. See, I don't know what it means, but I like it. It sounds good. That's the beauty about Spanish, like the language of Spanish. Like, especially for black men, we never know what that shit mean for real. We just love how it sounds. Like it's
especially during sex. That's like
poetic.
A weapon.
Yeah. You gonna get it every time, right? Here, take this baby. Stop it. That's crazy. Oh my God, yeah. You get a lot of black men that date, like they hit on you and all that. Like
yeah mainly.
I can imagine. Look at you. You the prototype, right? For real.
Yep.
You got a preference? Like what you date? Anybody?
Anybody.
For real?
But I mean, I've had a lot of black boyfriends.
Black boyfriends?
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Between like black men and Hispanic men, there any distinct differences when dealing with them, like in a relationship? Like, what's the difference between them? Because I personally think we more aggressive, but I could be wrong. I don't know.
I think it depends, like, I think, like, depending where they're from, like, because the culture is very different depending what country they're from.
See, because you've been in New York and you've been in Miami. And New York
is like Dominicans and Puerto Ricans, and Miami's like, and Miami's mainly Cubans, like Cubans, Colombians, Venezuelans, but like New York is straight Dominican, straight Puerto Rican.
That's it.
I mean, one thing I'll say,
gangster.
And Dominicans are very jealous and controlling, like
for real.
Yeah,
I dated a Dominican. She was definitely jealous. I don't know if she was controlling, but she was definitely jealous. She was crazy though. But sometimes we like that.
Men like crazy, just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Keep it spicy.
Not a lot.
No, not a lot. Yeah.
Like, I don't want crazy to the point where I have to, go to the hospital. You know what I mean? Don't fuck my car up.
Date a Latina, they said.
Yeah, shit like that. I don't want that crazy. Like, I don't know. What's the craziest thing you ever done?
To a guy?
Yeah, what you done?
I'm pretty good. I have too much self-pride, like too much ego.
For real.
But like probably the worst thing I've ever done is probably like fuck their best friend.
You did what?
I fucked an ex's best friend.
On purpose?
Yeah, of course, on purpose. He did me dirty, so I did him dirty. But this was a long time ago. Like I was young.
Wait a minute. So you and your ex, y'all broke up. He cheated on you.
He cheated.
He cheated on you with somebody you knew?
Not really.
No? But you was like, I got to one-up this month.
Yeah, I got to win. City girls up.
City girls up, for real. So he was like, I'm his best friend. Yeah. And the best friend was like, it's cool.
I mean, I knew most guys' friends want it anyway. If if you're bad, like most guys' friends are going to want it. And, so I just saw an opportunity. I didn't really like the friend.
He came at you?
He already had come at me, like flirting with me and stuff. So I knew it was easy.
With your boyfriend?
Yeah.
Oh,
but I never had it. But then when when he cheated, I was like,
oh yeah,
it's fair game.
Wow, that's a blessing. you got the pussy because you just friends with the nigga. Like you ain't even like do nothing. Like that's crazy. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like how he react? Did he find out?
Oh yeah, he was pissed.
For real? How they fought?
I don't think they fought. I mean,
didn't even care. You
not
just,
physically. They might have fought verbally, but I don't think they fought. But I didn't give a fuck.
You didn't plan to keep the nigga anyway. Like
he cried to me.
For real? Like how could you do this to me?
I love seeing a man cry.
You like making men cry?
Yeah, I like seeing men in a soft. I like my man to be like manly and aggressive. But when you see a man that's usually like aggressive and tough, be soft. That's attractive to me. I don't want a man that cries all the time.
Yeah, but if you broke him down, though, that's not.
Yeah, but he broke me down first.
You could have just. Nah, man, you could have burnt his clothes. I'm sure he'd have rather you done that. Bleach my clothes.
Listen, I was young. I was in my 20s. I was young.
Young girl.
Yeah,
Okay,
I don't do that stuff anymore.
No,
I don't get even. I just peace out.
For real.
The worst thing I can do to you is literally remove myself from your life.
Yeah, I believe that.
Losing me is the worst thing that can happen to you.
Yeah, look,
that's the way I see it.
You got to take access from people sometimes.
Exactly.
And really put that in perspective, like what they missing.
You know how many times I've realized I've cut people off and my life just got so much better, and I'm like, I was meant to do that.
It's in the 48 laws of power. Like, avoid the unhappy and unlucky.
Yeah.
Like they will drain your energy. Like people do that, and then sometimes it's intentional.
Yeah, 100%.
Because people. I noticed this, right? A lot of people have a fear of being left behind. You know what I mean? Like right now, we could be the bestest of friends because we're in the same spot. But if the
second you start getting bigger,
and I'm not, then people start feeling like.
I had that happen a lot.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I hate that though.
And I try to bring certain friends along with me, but they just wasn't catching on. Yeah. And then I started to feel like I had to hide my accomplishments. And why do I have to do that? You should celebrate the fact that I'm doing well. Because I would do the same for you.
Like this,
yeah.
If I'm eating, you gonna eat. We're gonna be straight. Like
exactly.
But I don't know. I feel like I don't know necessarily for women. I think a lot of women, I see that happen a lot in their relationships, and they start, critiquing the other person, like the way they get money, what she do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it does happen, especially
guys only like her because
like
of her butt.
If your man is making less money than you, that happens a lot. Like especially in my industry, like. If you were the man and you're making more money than him, all of a sudden your work starts to become an issue. But it's because he starts to feel less of a man because he's making less money than you.
The concept of control is no longer there.
Yes, exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if me and you dating and you making $1 million a year and I'm making $100,000 a year, you making 10 times the amount that I'm making. It's like whether you know it or not, you might start talking to me differently.
Yeah.
You might start reacting to things that I say differently. Like my authority isn't really there. And it's like women, you're kind of attracted to men with stature and authority. And,
of course.
So when you look at a man and he no longer has that authority over you, you kind of just start to.
No, I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't care how much you love a guy. How long can you love this same man if his stature is not elevating and yours is? Because you constantly doing work every day.
But then if the person is contributing to your growth and they are if a man contributes to my growth and makes me double my money, then I'm gonna see you as you're an asset to me.
Yeah.
So that's how I see it. If I'm with a man and let's say that man is making more money than me, if I can help him make more money and become an asset to him, then why would I want to leave that person?
In that position, when it's the man who's the dominant and the woman who's naturally
But you don't think it could be the other way around?
Nah, it's tougher the other way around. Because think about it. Like, if your man is a dominant man and he makes money and you help him make money, you feel good about it, but you also feel like there's a sense of submission to him. Like, I'm submitting to him and helping him be better. But in reverse, a lot of men can't handle that because, again, we can start here. But if you get here, you're no longer going to submit to me. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's just not going to happen. Whether you in your mind, you saying, I'm not purposely being this way, it's just naturally going to become.
Oh, yeah, I think it takes a very secure man to be with someone in the industry period anyway.
Because think about it. What is he going to really be? Your assistant?
No, I mean, he could be involved in the content.
Yeah, he could.
Assist, whatever. I don't know.
But if he...
many roles.
All right, let's say You do adult content.
Yes.
Let's say he's involved with it. Are you splitting the funds equally, or you're the star? You're the star, right?
Yeah.
They're signing up to see you, right?
Yeah.
And you can rotate whoever the fuck out the picture and put another one there, and they're still going to subscribe to see the results of you being a star. So it's like, nah, I'm not going to split it with you equally. No, you're not in charge of this.
Yeah.
You can't tell me what I can and can't shoot. I was doing it before you got here.
Yeah.
So it makes it tough. You get what I'm saying?
No, it does, especially when it comes. I hate discussing like numbers and money with people you love. It's a very tough conversation.
Because it's like, we tie so much of worth into it. So if I give you this, you think I'm saying that's all you worth.
Yeah.
That's all I'm worth? You ever heard somebody say,
Yes.
that's all I'm worth? It's like, bruh, chill out, bruh. Like, you know what I mean? Like, chill. You didn't have it before. Like, I'm helping you. Like, you know what I mean? But
exactly.
some people look at it like that. I don't know. Do you got a boyfriend? You in a relationship? And how's that for you?
It's good,
You don't have those issues?
here and there.
And then for real?
Yeah.
I can imagine, because
It's really tough, like having a relationship while being in the industry. It's kind of like it's on and off, because like my fans even, they don't want to see you with the same guy.
Yeah.
They don't.
Yeah. Because it takes away from the
It takes a fantasy, exactly. Because
Like,
when you with someone, it's like you become unattainable to them. Well, she's with this guy, like
Exactly.
I can't get her, So
Exactly. Yep. Like, and that's how it used to be like that in the music industry. Like artists couldn't disclose that they were married or had kids or in a relationship because you got 10 million screaming girls at your concert.
But if I was fucking 10 different guys every day for content, trust me, they'll be cussing me out too. So it's like I can't really win with my fans anyway, because if I'm fucking multiple different guys, they'll have something to say. If I have a man, they complain about, we want you to fuck and suck a different dick, you know?
Yeah.
So
like you've been doing one dick for 6 months. Where's the second one?
I've been trying to get really creative with my content, I'm trying to go into a different direction. I'm trying to get more into fetish. I'm exploring different.
You have fetishes? You got a fetish?
That I personally like.
That you personally like?
I'm like, I like being dominant. Yeah. Like I love wearing strap-ons. Like I
on your homegirl, like girls or
my girls, yeah.
Okay, cool. All right.
But
just making sure.
no, I had my first pegging. I did peg a guy. Yeah.
For content?
Well, he actually paid me to peg him.
Wow.
This was in London. He works in the government.
It's a crazy bloke.
I feel like men that are like so in control, like especially if they're high ranked, like in what they do for a living. I feel like they want to feel submissive or like they have no power, at least in the bedroom. So yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that to an extent. I mean, I think that can make sense in a realm of like the psychology of it. But I mean, I still think being pegged is like it's like a.
Oh no, of course.
It's like.
I'm not it doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah.
But the only part that probably does something for me is the aggression part, the part of me being able to release in that way. But
dominate somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was having a conversation with someone, and I was telling her like, me personally, I feel like I'm an alpha male in my everyday life. So more than sex, I enjoy getting head. Because getting head makes me feel like I'm not in control.
What about the gooch?
I'm cool with that.
You cool with the gooch?
Yeah, cool with that.
Pass the gooch? No.
I had it before. I did have it before.
Yeah.
I had it before, and it wasn't bad. It's just like there's no real positioning that you can do. Especially,
I know.
Look at me. I'm not little. Like, you know what I mean? Fucking look like legs up in the air. Like, it don't work. You know what I mean? It don't work. So, you can get up under the balls and all that. And I'm cool with that, but you ain't got to go too far with me. I'm straight. Like, you know what I mean? I'm cool with that. But the act of like receiving head, even like when a woman is on top of me riding me, makes me feel like powerless in a sense. Like she's in control. And I like that. I enjoy it anytime I can feel like I don't have to do anything.
Yes.
I don't have to think, plan, nothing. Just enjoy. And then it also gives me the opportunity to watch. I like to watch. You know what I mean?
Oh, of course.
And it's like, this is, like, and this is weird. I got this like a little fetish or whatever. Like if I meet someone and I'm talking to her and I'm interested in her, I want to watch her with somebody else. I'll watch
like another woman or another man?
Either or.
Oh,
Either
wow.
Or. I'll watch it. I'll watch it to see how you perform with someone else. because it kind
So
of...
it's like having a live porn movie in front of you.
It make me want her more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, oh my God, you did this. Like, this is what you can do. Like,
I like threesomes.
You do?
Yeah.
Well, girls or guys?
Both, but like most guys are not down for a threesome with another guy. I wish they were. Because, but that's what it bothers me because I'm like, like men always want to ask for threesomes with women, but they don't ever want to say, oh, I'll let you. What about if I want two dicks? Like, no, yeah, it depends on the man.
If I'm hitting you and bro say he want to hit you and you say, bro, cute, we out, let's go. I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? So it really depends on the relationship you got with the other person. Like, I think a lot of times women anticipate that a guy's not going to do it with another stranger. And that's weird. Like, how the fuck you gonna get two grown men in the room that don't know each other? You know what I mean?
The excuse I always hear is, I don't like another dick like in close proximity of me. You know, like
it's positioning, bro. You ain't gotta be all around that motherfucker. Like, you on this side.
Oh, you can take turns.
Like,
it doesn't even have to. It doesn't have to be happening at the same. It doesn't have to be a porn movie.
Toast to that. Listen, toast to that. For real. So you've done that before? You've had two guys?
Two guys, yeah. So funny enough, so when I did that. Not both of them actually fucked me. I gave one of them head, another one fucked me. So,
but that's how I anticipated it to be.
Yeah,
like, I thought that's what it was. Like in porn, they doing DP,
and they both came anyway. So it's not like
the porns you watch, they might be doing double penetration. And they might be,
Listen, first of all,
we're not doing that in real life.
Those scenes you see in porn, they take hours, they take breaks. Yeah. It's not real life.
Yeah. I don't think nobody's really doing that in real life. Like, ain't nobody in the ass and somebody in the pussy at the same time. I don't really think that happens too often in real life.
I think some women, I know some porn stars that genuinely love it, like in real life too. But yeah, it's not something that's that normal.
It's cultural. I'm going to say that.
You see some women, and particularly like really skinny women, they can take like 5 dicks at the same time. I'm like, nope, that's not me.
They're super flexible. They bend and they contort their bodies all kinds of ways.
I don't know. Is it the pelvic or what that they can take so many dicks at once? That shit is crazy to me. I don't know how they do it. Like, deep walls.
Yeah, you like anal?
I'm playing.
For real?
The field.
You trying?
A little bit, yeah.
Be careful with that shit, like. Be careful with it, because every time I've ever tried this, I've never been successful. Like, I can't get it to work. Like, I don't think I got.
I think it's all about preparation, to be honest. I spend a lot of time preparing. Like, I'll douche thoroughly. Yeah, I'll douche thoroughly. Then I'll probably sleep with the butt plug in, get it nice and stretched out. Get it ready.
Man, listen,
and lots of lube, and maybe a little drink.
It's something in a painkiller.
Something to penetrate.
Like, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't think I have the patience for it. You know what I mean? But I am turned on by a woman enduring pain for me. Mm-hmm. So if you try to fight through the pain to please me, that turns me on. You get what I'm saying? I think a lot of men like that. I think that's why some guys fuck. Like, you try to drill the pussy and go crazy, and it's like, bro, relax. But some people do that because they want to see a woman in pain, like, endure this shit for me. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I kind of think of it in that sense, but I've never been successful at it. I just never ran into the person that's like,
what part of it was it? What part of it wasn't it like successful?
I don't know. Let me. All right. So the reason I'm gonna ask you a question too.
Yeah.
Anal. Is there a penis preference? The type of penis that you need for anal?
I mean, this is just my general penis preference. I just like girth. Like, I'm not crazy about it. You don't have to have a huge dick, but I like thick. Like,
okay.
Pencil dick, skinny, it hurts.
Yeah, that's my issue. Is that I'm told when I would try it, it's too girthy. It's, it's
too
like,
thick.
Yeah, and it hurts. It's spreading too much. So I've never been successful.
Are you circumcised?
Yeah.
So you have a big mushroom head?
I don't think it's too big. I think it's normal. I think it's a normal size.
Do you say that? Do girls say that?
Yeah, they say it's normal. I'm told I got a pretty.
Because that's another part that can be difficult. Because the first part, the head.
But
getting
that's what
in.
I usually get. I get to that point and then it stops. Once I get the head in, they be like, okay, cool. But then I'm trying to keep going and it's like, get the fuck out, stop.
I feel like you have to have clit stimulation while you're doing anal too. That will help a lot. Like I always do. I have my vibrator on at the same time.
For real?
Yeah.
Yeah, I never. Maybe I never tried that. And then, like, I think I was told, position matters. You know, the positioning and everything. But when you
can
think
put a
about
little
it,
powder in there too. That helps.
Powder? Like baby powder? Oh, powder.
I've done it with that, and that does the job. I tell you that.
Powder. Okay. I drink to that. Nah, I ain't never thought of that. Yeah, I ain't never thought. Yeah, exactly. Blow that shit in your butt. Yeah,
it works.
I never done that.
It
I
works.
never done any type of no cocaine. What was it that you told us? The what's the drug called?
2C.
2C?
2C.
Never tried 2C. Tell us again what 2C is.
So 2C is basically pink cocaine.
Pink cocaine.
Yeah.
It got MDMA in it.
Cocaine. It got a whole bunch of drugs
it's
in
a
one.
Of shit.
Yeah, it's the new thing. No one even does coke anymore.
For real? Shit, I need to get with the times because I don't do it. But I thought that was still a drug of choice.
I think it's reached New York now, but it's like, yeah, not a lot of people know about it.
What?
But Miami is
how do people act on that? Like, are they like party animal type shit?
Yeah, I think it's a positive. It's an upper for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm scared of that kind of shit, yo. Like, I don't see. My problem is I don't have a moderation scale. Like when I do something, I do too much.
You go hard.
Yeah, I go hard. I do too much. I drink too much. If I do this, I do too much. And it's like, and I got such a low tolerance already, so I shouldn't even be doing this much. But it's just like I'm having such a good time and keep doing it. So it's like
I'm kind of like that too, but I don't have a low tolerance.
You don't? Well, you probably built it up over time.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't drink enough water or something because I drink. I'm already tipsy.
My trick is IVs. Like if I have if I do hydration. I do 3 hard days of partying, I'm calling that. Anywhere I go, I'm finding the local IV person and they're coming to my hotel and
they hook you up.
Give me all the vitamins.
That's crazy.
It actually works.
You'll feel in Atlanta. She offers a service that
you feel it straight away. Like
like when you go to the hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah, like as soon as they put that shit in, you just start feeling like,
like a new person.
Yeah, like I'm back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to do more of that, like, because I can't, like, alcohol, I love alcohol, I drink whenever, but, like, after that second cup, you got to watch me. You got to watch me, because you might have to figure out how to get my ass up into the car. Because if not, it's going to be a touch tumble. I'm going down, like, for real, every time. But I used to be known for drinking too much and passing out. That's not a good
Passing out is not that bad, though.
I wasn't passed out like blackout, but I couldn't, balance is gone. I'm on the ground, room spinning. Get me to the car, bro. Like, you know what I mean? But it was some of the best nights of my life.
But it's better to pass out than to be trying. For me, my problem was fighting. So you passing out is way better than your friend starting a fight and you having to break it up. Hey. Or you have to get in the fight.
We used to fight a lot. I ain't gonna, back when we was in DC, we was doing a lot of damage. I used to be banned from a lot of clubs. Like you told me you was banned. A lot of promoters like you can't come here. I used to be like that in my early 20s. Yeah,
no one would invite me to anything anymore.
It was fun though. Like we used to get drunk.
I didn't enjoy the part where I wasn't invited to anything anymore.
Yeah, it got bad. It got to that point where we couldn't get into nothing. But it was fun fighting. We used to enjoy it. It's like, bro, damn, let's give us something to talk about. We kids, like. We in our early 20s. We ain't got no businesses and no money, nothing for real anyway. We just having fun going to the club. So it was always something to talk about. But after a while, you don't heal the same body. I've been in fights when I got to like my late 20s or whatever. I got in a fight one time and my body didn't heal the same. Like I was aching. I was like, yeah, that's it for me. I'm retired.
He said I'm retired.
We talking it out, bro. It's not that deep, bro.
Funny enough, I'm doing celebrity boxing this summer.
Are you serious?
Yep.
You know who you gonna fight?
No, not yet.
You scared?
No, I'm excited. It's like a new challenge for me. I'm kind of like diving into this new venture and seeing where it goes. I do boxing like as far as training, like, and I love it. Already? Yeah, I love boxing. I love it. I love watching it. I love going to watch boxing, and then I just love like the training side of it.
You think you'll beat my ass?
I don't know. You want to try it?
I don't want them problems. Like I just told you, I don't heal the same.
I don't have my gloves with me.
I do not want them problems. Nah, that's dope though. That's sexy. Like imagine that.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm a perv, so I'll be trying to figure out how you could turn it into adult content. Can you do naked boxing? Like I don't know.
I don't know, but Yeah.
They do naked wrestling.
They
right?
do, yeah.
They do naked wrestling.
Well, there's a whole fetish about it, like guys book girls just to wrestle with them. It's like a fetish. That's wrestling porn, actually. I was watching it the other day.
I like money, but I don't never want to be that rich where my fetishes become that fucking abnormal.
Oh, well, that's nothing. You know about scat? You know what scat is?
Like the car? Like a scat pack?
Scat.
What you mean?
SCAT. Scat.
Nah, what's that?
So scat's like poo fetish.
Scat. What is that? Is that an
I don't
acronym
even
for
know.
something?
I don't know what
Shit.
I don't actually know what the significant, like what it actually means, but it's called scat. That's the name for it. But it's poo fetish.
Came at me fast. I don't know what it means, but that's disgusting. No. Tell me about it. You done it?
I mean, yes. I have a few clients.
What?
Yeah. So
This is the first person that has ever mentioned something like this, because we've asked people. You were the first to say, I actually done it.
yeah. Like not on me. I've done it to someone. Yeah.
Tell me how you do that. How do you do it?
So this guy was from Dubai. He gave me $30,000 to fly to Dubai and shit on his chest. So obviously, I took a laxative because I knew I was probably going to get like shit fright or whatever. So I was like, I don't want that to happen. So
When did you take the laxative? Because that's a long flight.
Well, no, not on the flight, because that would have been I took the laxative when I was already there, and I knew like when I was going to see him and stuff. It's a big thing out there.
Laxatives make it come out a little loose though, right?
Yeah, it does. It's kind of explosive,
It's like
actually.
a splash.
Yeah.
He was splashing on his chest.
Yeah. I don't want to say what he did, but yeah.
I think we know. Wait, so
His mouth was open and everything.
is it? This is the thing, right? I want to know, like, how does that make women feel? How does it make you feel?
I mean,
that
I
a
think
man
it's
wants that much of you. Like,
that's
an obsession.
I think it's pretty nasty. Like, it doesn't do anything for me sexually, but I mean, I'm not gonna turn down $30,000 just to take a shit.
But does it affect your ego? Because as a man, if a girl be like, "Hey, I want you shit on me," like I'm like,
yeah,
you want me that bad? Like, you want me that much? Like, come here, girl. I shit on somebody.
Funny enough, like with him, so I had been sending him videos for years. Like he just wanted me to send him videos of me taking a shit. And he would send me $4,000 just for that. Just for a video. Yeah. So, and I would bring my friends and I'm like, listen, bitch, take a shit. He'll send you $4.
You know what I mean, shit's not taking a month. 4 bands each time? Come on.
So yeah, when he said, listen, come to Dubai, I'll give you what you want. I want to be your human toilet. So I was like, okay.
Your human toilet.
Yeah.
I just can't see. That's what I'm saying. He can give you $30,000 to shit on him. I'm not paying $30,000 to fuck. Like, it's hard. Like, but I understand there's tax brackets that we ain't.
But we're talking about, these are fucking royal families in Dubai.
I
these are guys with some crazy. But you know what it is, and I don't want to like say anything that's like, I'm not saying anything bad about people's religion, but I think because their religion is so strict, especially when it comes to sexuality, that I think that they go really left with sexuality. Like they go.
When it comes to what?
Sexuality.
Say it one more time.
Sexuality. That's
the word of the day, ladies and gentlemen. I love it. Nah, they are super strict though. They definitely strict.
Yeah. So I think because they're so restricted, because even with their wives, they really don't do.
They can't.
They have sex for children. Like it's not like they even really.
It's not for enjoyment.
Yeah, it's not fulfilling. It's not fulfilling. So I think that they do really out of the wall shit when it comes to sex.
But you know what? That makes me think about like how.
And also, the religion is really all about cleanliness. So before they do a prayer, they have to cleanse. Even like. Every single toilet, like in an Arab country, they have like bidets. They have like the little douche thing. So it's all about cleanliness. So it's funny how like they're so into the poo thing, like the scat thing, because it's the complete opposite.
But that's usually the case with fetishes, though.
Yeah, it's the complete opposite.
The things we're not supposed to be into. It's like, you know what I mean? Because
like the forbidden thing.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
And that's when you jump on Pornhub or you jump on X videos or whatever, you start scrolling and you start seeing different genres of porn, you start to dabble in it because you're like, damn, well, let me see what this about, and because you're so accustomed to things being one way, when you get an opportunity to see the opposite side of it, most times people want to take it. You know what I mean? Just let me see what it's like. You get what I'm saying? So no, I get it, but just some things I think are also, I don't know if I can't say if it's cultural or not, because I'm sure it's black men that like that kind of shit too.
No, of course. I probably just not.
It's just probably not me. You know what I mean? Like, it's not my thing. Like, I'm cool with a little bit of pee. A little bit of pee. But you're not shitting on me. I'm not, I just can't. Like, you know what I mean? I gotta love you to be around you for you to fart. Like, if you fart around me, I'm like, no, bitch, you gotta go. But if I love you, then it's all good. You know what I'm saying?
I was talking about this with my girlfriend the other day. We were talking about farting on the plane. Like it's a known thing. So when you're on the plane, I guess the
altitude.
Yeah, the gas. It's like, and I said to her, bitch, I fart all the time on the plane. Like, can't nobody hear me anyway? The plane's so loud. Yeah. So she was, we were just
not loud?
They are loud, especially because my ass is so big that it's like the air can't come out. It gets trapped. So it kind of like, it has a very bassy sound. So
that shit, I can imagine.
So I was laughing because I was like, bitch, I be letting it rip on the plane. I don't give a fuck. I'm not keeping that shit inside. And it's usually just air anyway.
Yeah, I be scared of fart sometimes though, because I don't be knowing.
They can't hear nothing. Trust me, on the plane, they can't hear anything. I'm sure everyone's farting on the plane.
I've never used the restroom on a plane before, ever.
What?
I hold it. I go before I get on. I go when I get off.
Have you done a long flight? What's the longest flight?
The longest flight I ever been on was 5 hours.
Okay, yeah, that's why.
I ain't went overseas.
And then 5 hours, that's OTT. I could never.
Went to the islands, but I ain't go overseas like Dubai, nothing like that. I probably use the bathroom then.
You'd have to.
But
it's too long.
I mean, there's been days where not on purpose, but there's been times like road trips. I've done road trips where I gotta piss, but I'll hold that shit 6-7 hours because I don't want to stop. I'll stop when the gas run out and then go use the bathroom. Like, I've just always been like that.
Oh my God, that's not good for you.
That's what they tell me, but shit, ain't nothing good for you. We just talked about doing fucking 2C, so that's not good for anything. Like, nothing's good for us no more. You know?
Well, you tried 2C?
What I tried? Nah. I tried ecstasy. I tried Molly. I've tried those things.
What scares you about 2C is the fact that it's all drugs mixed in one?
Anything related to cocaine, I'm afraid of.
Yeah.
That's all. I'm just afraid of it. Like, I've been around women that indulge in it and enjoy it, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But me personally, I couldn't do it because I just don't. I don't do a lot of stuff. Like, I've never taken shrooms. Stuff like that. It's just like, I don't know what it's going to do to me. Like, you can love it, but if it fucked me up, I had to take responsibility for that. If it hurt me, if I do something to somebody, whatever, I don't know. Like I said, I used to drink and want to fight all the time. So what if I get aggressive? You know what I mean? What if the girl to give me cocaine, I punch her in the eye or some shit like that? She's like, God, like, I don't want to do that. So it's like, nah, this ain't.
It does have that effect on some people, though. The aggressiveness.
I don't want to do that. And I ain't got the budget for that shit. Just like, I'm not about to be, nope, I'm good. Regular shit. Give me regular shit. Don't give me nothing that's going to make me start pawning shit, taking shit to the store, trying to give it back for money.
Oh, God. Do you have an addictive personality?
I don't think so. Because it's very hard for me to get addicted to anything except women.
Yeah.
Women I'm addicted to. You know what I mean? I struggle with that shit. Like,
so are you a commitment phobe?
Like, I'm afraid of it? No, I'm not.
No, not that you're afraid of it, but you love women so much that it's like pointless to even try to commit. Could you be faithful?
I have been, but I also have not been.
Yeah.
It's a choice, you make it. But
I think it also depends on the woman, doesn't it?
It could be, but nah, it's still a choice. So you got the best one in the world. Me and you could be dating, and then
that's why I always say, like, if you're with someone, like, being in love with someone is something that you can't control. But even after that, if you're still choosing to love that person, that's bigger. That means more than anything.
Yeah, I think what I struggle with is monogamy.
Yeah.
And I think most men do. I don't think it's natural for us. And like what I was going to say when you was talking about the Dubai situation with the scat, I was going to say, like, even with those men being of different culture, different sides of the planet, different religions and everything, different money and all that.
Yeah.
They're still men at the end of the day, and they still have certain desires for women.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? It doesn't matter what walk of life we come from, men desire women, you know? And you can be all the way over here in America and the guy want to fly you all the way there because of a fantasy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he got all the money in the fucking world, but I want you to degrade me. I want you to do this, that, and the third. And it's like, to me, that's where I say it's scientific in a sense. It's like genetic that men we struggle with that shit. Like to be with one woman forever is very difficult. You know what I mean? It's very difficult for a man. You can love her. I could be in love with you. I can love you to death.
Yeah, but it depends how you look at sex. Like, honestly, me, because I work in the industry, I've learned to separate the two. So for me, sex can just be sex. So like I can forgive a man fucking another woman. Yeah. But if you have feelings for the woman, you spend time with this woman, you've spent money on this woman, that's different. Like,
because that doesn't come easy for us.
Yeah.
As men. Fucking another woman can come easy.
Yeah.
You could do that and go home to your family.
I can forgive fucking. Yeah. But anything else?
Yeah. Women tend to not, and I hear that a lot with women where it's like, you could fuck another bra and do that, but you was spending money on her.
And I would appreciate if I don't find out. But if I do find out, it is what it is. But
let me ask you this then. Who do you think a man loves more? The woman he tells the truth to or the woman he lies to?
The woman he lies to.
Bingo. Listen, I asked you that because I agree with that. That's my perception.
Yeah.
I think when a man loves a woman, he will lie. Not to purposely hurt her, but he'll lie to protect her feelings, lie about his own infidelities or insecurity, whatever it is. He'll lie about it to protect her.
I don't want to know. And I'm the type of woman, like, you could leave your phone there. I'm not going to go for it.
Yeah. So you don't want to. You don't search phones and all that.
No. It happens the opposite way. Men always look for my shit. I don't ever go for men's shit. I don't like that because I don't want it done to me. But secondly, because I know that if I look for something, I'm going to find something. So I'm not doing that.
Were they doing that before you started doing content? Was that always?
Well, no. I mean, in most of my relationships, like I was already in the industry somehow. Yeah. I've been in the industry since I was 18 years old.
I think that makes them insecure, though.
No, absolutely. But at the same time, it's like, I'm not looking for your phone.
Yeah.
So
I don't do that shit. I don't like it. I hate it. You know what I mean? Because I don't like. I'm the same way. I don't want to know. Like Carl Thomas, I don't want to know. Like
if I find out, that's a different story. If it comes to me, that's a different story.
Right.
But I'm not gonna go looking for it.
I'm not looking for it at all. For what? Why am I fucking my good day?
That bothers me more than it bothers you. If anything, like
and all you gonna say is what you go looking for.
Yeah.
Like mind your business. Yeah. So now I'm the same way. I don't look for shit like that either. But it's just odd when it's like the men doing it to the women because obviously it's a place of insecurity, but it's not really a common thing for men.
Yeah.
Women want to look for shit because they want to know you love them. You know what I mean? Men, they looking to try to prove like, nah, this bitch ain't what I think she is.
But it also, when men do it, it kind of makes me think, are you doing it? Because why are you thinking I'm doing it? Usually sometimes I feel like men, they think that you're doing something because they're doing something. So, I don't know.
I don't know about that.
Because I don't.
It could be, but I doubt it because again, if a man is doing something, he probably don't even got the time to look or the desire. Because he's too busy doing his own thing. Because if I look through your shit, now you're going to ask to see mine. You get what I'm saying? So I probably don't do that. But I think that it's an insecurity for sure.
No, but if I'm going to ask to look for your shit, I'm going to ask you dead to your face. I want to look for your phone. I'm not going to go sneakily and go for your shit. Yeah. I won't do that.
Nah, I ain't with
that. But I won't even do
that
either. But I might do it as a point. Like I've done that before. Like, you know, someone's gone through my phone. Obviously, like the things that he was saying to me, because he didn't want to say he looked for my phone, but you're saying certain things, so I know you've been for my phone, but you're trying to play dumb. So I'm going to play dumb with you. Yeah. I'm going to say that I didn't do any of the things you're saying until you admit that you went for my phone. So, you know, he starts getting frustrated because he's like, I actually saw the shit, and you're like saying that you didn't do it. So I was like, listen, let's just stop this now. Just admit you went through my phone, and then we can start having an honest conversation.
Yeah. What did they see? A video?
No, just conversations.
Oh, conversations. Okay.
Yeah, so admits that he went through my phone. So then I turn around and say, well, let me see your phone. Yeah. But I'm going to do it to your face. I'm not going to go behind your back while you're not in the house and go for your shit. Let me look for your phone.
What did he say?
he let me go through his phone, but the way he was behaving, he was trying to snatch the phone off my hand. He was so uncomfortable. So he tried to snatch the phone off me again. I conked him in the head because it pissed me off so much. I just punched him in the head. I lost it. I was like, oh, so now you want to stop me from looking through your fucking phone. But when I was in the gym, you all up in my fucking phone. So anyway, I was like, I'm not even going to look no more. I only went through I think his Instagram inbox. I said, I don't even want to look anymore because I know that I'll probably find more shit. Yeah. I don't want to. But this is just the point that I'm trying to prove that let's stop doing this bullshit. Because if you look for something, you're going to find something.
And then also, I mean, when we in relationships or we involved with people, it's by choice. Yeah. We're not forced to be here. Exactly. So if anything I'm doing there or anything you doing there is enough to leave me, you will leave me. So it's not, to me, it's not enough. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? It's not enough. 100%. So I'm not looking for nothing that ain't really a threat to me. You know what I mean? To the day somebody come take mine from me, like, damn, she left. Like, then I'm like, what the fuck? Did I miss that? But that's never happened to me. So I don't go looking for shit like that.
No, exactly. No, I feel like it says more about you than the other person.
Yeah, for sure. It's super insecure. You know what I mean? And it's like,
I got too much ego for that, honestly. Yeah, I can't do that. Me too.
That's my
too much love for myself, too much ego.
You'll never be able to tell. That. No, not me. No. So with these guys you date, right? Are you usually like, I don't want to say breadwinner because I'm assuming they make money too, but are you usually like making more money than them?
I've had that happen, on a few occasions, but I don't mind it.
You don't? So you don't treat them any different than the man that makes more the money?
No, I just don't like. So the double standard is, okay, guys are like, oh, you're making all this money, but you're doing what you're doing. So as long as you're not shaming me for what I'm doing or putting down what I'm doing, no, why would I? No.
You got a type?
Do I have a type? I don't know. I like African men. Yeah.
That's dope. Yeah. I mean, I feel like we as people, any race, any gender, any whatever, I think we tend to develop a desire for what desires us. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
I just want, I come from a super, Latino family, so we're all about family and love, and so I kind of look for that now. Like, I want someone that values family, and my parents are still together to this day.
Oh, that's dope.
So even though everything I see, I still hold them, and I still believe that I can have that.
So you want that marriage and all that?
I would one day, yeah.
For real?
Yeah, settle down, have kids, Yeah. I could, I can still have my little escapades, and if I can have my partner do it with me, then great. Hey,
look, you're looking for a husband, you could be the breadwinner. I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? I stay home with the kids and make sure shit straight. Nah.
It's a lot of men doing that now,
I know, because y'all fucking figured out a way to make money. Like a motherfucker. Y'all, women have so many ways to make money legitimately that men don't have necessarily. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's hard to not to compete, but to keep up. And I think it makes men insecure. So those men that jump in your comments and your DMs,
but that's why they're so mad. You know how
mad because
I know most of those men wish they could sell their dick.
Absolutely,
they wish.
Absolutely, it ain't a man that I can think of that wouldn't sell his dick if he could to get
Plus, men love sex. Men are just natural hoes anyway most of the time. So they wish they could make money. So a lot of time it's just pure jealousy.
They just won't say it.
Yeah.
Because before OnlyFans, Connect Power, all that stuff came out.
Oh, but I wish
girls
they
were stripping. They would talk bad about you for stripping.
But they're still talking down about us now when we do OnlyFans.
Yeah, but now it's like stripping is cool now. Yeah. They don't say nothing about the strippers no more.
Yeah,
now they mad at everybody on OnlyFans
girls. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But when it was the strippers, they hated them.
It looks so bad. Like, just keep it to yourself, man. Because even me, if I see something I don't like on the internet, one, I usually don't see because I don't kind of put things I don't like in my vision, but that whole commenting something negative on someone, I just don't get it.
You plus you look like to do that shit.
Yeah, you look like a straight bitch doing that shit. It just.
But most of the time, they accounts is not no profile photo. They got 2 pics.
They're emasculating themselves. Yeah. What are you doing?
But in reality, I think they look at it like they would never be able to get a response from you unless I say something negative. Because think about it. Really, a lot of those guys that say negative shit to you, if you really did your research on your own profile, they probably left hard eyes and shit before that.
Probably so. But you know what?
DM saying I love you,
I
but you never
answer
responded.
some DMs. I'm not saying because I get a lot of DMs, but I do like if I see something interesting, something that catches my eye, or a question that I feel like deserves a response. Like I answer DMs. Like I like interacting with my fans.
Yeah,
they're the ones that pay my bills, so why wouldn't I respond?
But the ones that you might be missing a guy. He just might not.
He might feel
his
some type
shit in
of
the
way.
request side. You get what I'm saying? You never seen it. He done told you how beautiful you were 32 times, and now he's mad you're not responding. So now you become a slut bitch, and I hate you. You get what I'm saying? And it's like you responded to that because you said like, "Don't talk to me like that."
Well, if I miss your message,
like,
I'm sorry, and I love you too. I'm sorry.
It's not on purpose, guys.
It's not on purpose.
Stop being so sensitive.
It's a lot of messages, man.
Stop being so sensitive, man. Like, I'm the firm believer. If it's a woman you want that bad, figure out how to get in the same room with her.
Right. Figure out how to get my attention because there's so many guys in my DM saying the same thing you're saying. Be creative. Think of a way to catch my attention.
CMP, copy and paste.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? So they got to, but and that's the thing. Like, I believe in manifestation. Like, what's for me is for me. You know what I mean? So if it's a person you want that bad, figure out a way to make it happen. You know what I mean? You got to also know what you're going after. Like, some of these women are out your league, bro. You got to know when she's out your league.
No,
like, oh, man, she require a little bit too much. Let me step my game up. You know what I mean? Because I think women motivate us.
Yeah, but it's vice versa. I see a lot of women that, like, they expect all these things from a man or they want a man to do all these things for them, and it's like, can you even do that for yourself?
Most of them can't.
How can you have expectations for a man to do that for you when you can even do that for yourself?
The women that can do stuff for themselves don't ask for a lot.
They don't.
The ones that can't do shit for themselves,
they ask for everything.
They looking for a free ride and they ask 100%. For it all. It's like, God damn, you don't take yourself here. You get what I'm saying? I tell people. I was telling someone the other day, and I was told other people the same thing. Like, if you meet a woman, if you're a guy, you meet a woman, you start kicking in with her, and she start asking you for stuff. If it's along the lines of shit she don't already have, like she asking you for Balenciaga this and Prada that, and she don't have that shit already, don't do it.
Yeah, no,
you know
exactly.
what I mean? Like, because she can't afford it. Don't ask me to do nothing you can't afford for yourself. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's my perception on that shit.
You can't come to the table empty-handed.
Yeah,
you got to bring something. Yeah.
And the women that got it don't really, they not looking for it because they already got it.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I think we date for different reasons. You know what I mean? People that's 100%. Fucked up and need help or need support or whatever, they date for that. Yeah, they looking for, show me a sign that you can support me.
Yeah.
And the people that's dating for love because they situated or whatever, or they dating for business or whatever the fuck it is, you could tell by how they date and who they
100%.
date. I don't know. So that's, no. Let me ask you, if you meet a guy, right, and he's a handsome guy, you like him or whatever, I want to take you on a date. It's a Groupon date. Like he bargaining. Like he ain't really got.
A Groupon date?
Like he ain't got no money. He just take you on something budget friendly. You cool with that? You can live with that?
If I knew up front?
Or you feel, if you knew up front, or do you feel like a date, like he's supposed to go all out and...
I mean, I guess it depends. Like, it depends.
What's a nice date?
What's a nice date?
Yeah.
I like to eat. So going out to nice restaurants is a good date to me.
So where's a nice restaurant he got to take you? She gonna say some shit in London we ain't never heard of. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, okay, let's say Novikov. Novikov is like a nice Japanese restaurant in London.
See? I ain't never been to London, so you know what I mean? So I wouldn't fucking pursue you. Therefore, because I'm like, nah, you know what? I got a little bit more life to do to catch up, to understand certain things.
No, obviously, like I'd want a guy that's like on my level.
Yeah,
or,
as you should, though.
Yeah, on my level or even above me, because I like to be with a man that pushes me or to be more bigger than what I am right now.
I think that's what women do for men if we allow it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Most of the times when I've been single, I'm not very productive. I'm just fucking, I'm just partying and doing that. But when I'm in relationships, I'm usually like chasing goals and I'm usually a little bit more.
I think it's good to have a little competition, but healthy competition, where it pushes you to do better for yourself.
Yeah. And then also for the person, because naturally men, we providers and we want to provide, we want to protect.
When you're in a relationship and like your partner starts going to the gym and they start looking good, like of course it's going to push you to want to get in the gym yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I think vice versa, it's the same concept with money or just in business and success
goals
generally.
And
So
Because, you know, you don't want to be, you know, you sitting on the edge of the bed on your side, I'm on my side, and I'm telling you all this shit I done today, and you telling me, oh, I just watched stories all day.
Yeah.
Or I was on the gram all day. Like, so you got to have something to bring, you got to match it. It's energy. It's matching energy.
And it's attractive to, you know, the person you're with is getting up and is doing things. You know, like if you're just in bed all day, it's not attractive.
But I agree with that. But that's what I'm saying. I think women, like if a man is lucky enough to get a beautiful woman or attractive woman and he's not insecure about it, she'll motivate him to be a better man.
But even me, like if my man's been out all day working and, you know, hustling and I've just been in bed all day, I start to feel like, what the fuck am I doing? I need to get up and do something.
We'll come home and we're like, what'd you do today?
Right, exactly.
Like, this all you did today? Like, you ain't moved shit. This shit the same spot it was in when I left.
Like at least the house got to be clean and there got to be food on the table. Something.
Hot plate, yeah. You know, it's like we want to see productivity out of each other.
Yes, 100%.
You know what I mean? Do something that shows me you're productive. You ain't got to do as much as me. You ain't got to be as successful as me or whatever. Because if we're a team, we're a team. Yeah. It's never really 50-50. It's always whatever.
Even if you're not there yet, the fact that you're working towards something is good enough.
Yeah, that's my mindset. But I think I'm a dope nigga. I just don't believe in monogamy. That's my problem. And a lot of women struggle with that concept. They're like, what? Share you with who?
You just gotta find someone that probably feels the same way you do.
Yeah, absolutely. That's
that
what
you can be in an open relationship with.
Yeah. You been in an open relationship before?
No.
Oh, could you do it?
No.
No?
If I really like a man, I'm not
possessive?
gonna. Yeah.
Like, that's my man.
Yeah.
That's why you be fighting and shit. That's the problem. You gotta listen.
But like I said, I like threesomes. Like I can.
You like what?
I like threesomes, so I can.
I love it. Okay.
So I can have like fun in my relationship if it's just sex. But like having multiple relationships where we're both entertaining different people, no, I'm not with that.
I got a question. It's kind of along those lines, but it's just a curious question. Yeah. Like for people like in the community of adult content, right? And creating adult content, if you in a relationship with your boyfriend, and obviously, like you said, a lot of your friends do the same thing you do. Like your boyfriend see these women online as well or whatever. If he's like, hey, I like her, bring her home. You cool with that?
No, because I don't shit where I eat. That's different. Like, and there's a lot of girls that I know like that literally share they use their boyfriend for content and with other women too. And I've heard many stories of it not going right. You know what I mean? There's always boundaries crossed. And that's why I'm like,
so you had threesomes with girls that weren't adult content?
Yeah, just like
they don't look like you.
Don't matter. Listen, go to Colombia and tell me that there's bitches that don't look like me.
Oh no, never. Okay, all right, I get you.
Okay, Colombia, yeah.
That's not fair. South America, you can't do that.
I'd rather take my man on a trip. Let's go to Colombia, babe.
Yeah.
I book an escort. Come over, I tell her exactly what I want to happen, and we just have a great night. Or even if it's just spontaneous. Let's say we went to the club. We met some people there, or I met a girl there, and we just hit it off. I would rather it be spontaneous. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or if it just be we're just having a good time and meet someone with vibing, and it happens. But it happens out of the country. We won't see each other again. It's just a fun time.
You like to eliminate the threat. Like, it's not threatening to your situation.
Yeah, I don't want it to be personal. I don't want to have to see you. No, exactly. And, you know, like, no offense. Like, there's a lot of women that I'm friends with and stuff like that, but I can't put my hands on fire and say I trust every woman that I work with. I don't know them like that. Like,
but you weren't always in a relationship. They didn't have, like, some of the women you might have collaborated with or worked with, they didn't have boyfriends and they didn't invite you into it?
Oh no, I've had the invitation. I've just not done it.
You're just not giving the invitation.
No,
okay.
yeah, no,
right, I got you. Okay.
Like if I was single right now, I'd probably be doing mainstream porn and all sorts of different things. You know what I'm saying? Because before I was in a relationship, like I was already doing that. Yeah, you know. So I was going in that direction anyway.
You know what's dope about you and like Gigi and a lot of the women that I've talked to that's done adult content is the fact that all of you guys can have actual relationships. And it's like this fucking stigma that people think that, a woman that does this, no one will love her or nobody will respect her.
The thing is, it's just like, okay, LeBron James, he's a basketball player, but he's also a husband and he's also like a whole other person aside from his job.
Yeah.
And it's the same with sex work. Like, yeah, I'm a sex worker, but I'm also like, I'm not going to say my government name, but I'm a whole other person. This is a character that I've built. And it's like, I consider it my alter ego because I'm a very sexual person naturally. But it's like, yeah, it's a job.
Yeah, it's work.
But people don't see it as a job.
That,
That's the problem. You know, there's this whole thing.
Because they look at it as it's a complete abuse of enjoyment.
Yes.
Like you have too much fun doing this and you're getting paid for it and I got to go to work and I hate it here. This is not fair. Stop doing it.
Yeah, it's not fair. I mean? Like you guys get to do something that's supposed to be just a pleasure and you're making money of it.
Your ass too fat, your hair's too long, your money's too big. Like I don't like it.
But there's also this misconception that it's easy. It's not easy. Because if it was easy, we would all be doing it because we all fucking love sex. It's not easy. It comes with this, it comes with different consequences.
What's something hard about it? I always is it hard to make content or is it just hard to be able to market yourself the proper way?
No, marketing I would say is probably like an easier side of it. Yeah, making content is not easy. Like especially if you're trying to do it yourself. You know, like actually doing the act.
You like a team?
Yeah, like I have a team. I have people that I work with. I have my director. He does the editing and the directing of it, the filming. I have a PA. I have a team. I have to have a team.
What? No one, I never knew that. I mean, because a lot of people shoot content on OnlyFans. And the reason I say is, marketing yourself might be hard because you see somebody say, I'm top 1%, or I'm top 5%, top whatever, right? Out of how many accounts? It's so many accounts, right? So think about the ones that are not popular, the ones that never exceed $1,000 a month because they don't have the proper lighting or they don't have the proper team or director.
No, the difference between me and them is that I already had a name before I got into OnlyFans. So when I came into OnlyFans, I was already Lissa Aires. So I already had a fan base. It's not like people didn't know me. It's different if you start. This is why that's another misconception about OnlyFans. Like people think that you just open an account tomorrow and you're just gonna get all this money. It doesn't work like that.
It's really a full-time job.
Yeah, it's a lot more than goes into it than what people think.
Yeah, and I think girls think they sign up and they think they could treat it like a part-time hobby. And also just pay to be there and do nothing.
People are too concerned about what people think, right? So they want to do OnlyFans, but they don't want people to know that they're doing it. You either do it or you're not doing it.
Yeah, because if you do that, then you're hustling backwards.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're in your own way. That's like you're going to open a restaurant and not tell people to come.
Exactly. No, you
can't.
No
ads out. You know what I mean?
You either do it the whole way. You
gotta go all the way.
Yeah.
You have
to don't do it at all. Honestly.
And then at this point, I think the adult content has gotten to a point where the whole... you're not going to touch $1 million just masturbating. It's not going to happen. You really got it. It's competitive in my opinion.
No, listen, everyone's on OnlyFans, it seems these days. Exactly. People are quitting their jobs to be on OnlyFans, Right.
So
you have celebrities now joining OnlyFans. Everyone's doing it, So
I agree with that. You know what I mean? I think you got to have a strategy. You need a team. Girls think they could just do it by themselves from their phone.
Oh, and you need a backbone too, because you have to deal with a lot of shit. A lot of people's different opinions. It will test your relationships with your family, your friends, partners. It's not easy. So.
Was it something that you wanted to do, or you was in a position in life where you had to do it, or?
So I got in the industry doing music videos first, doing that kind of thing. And then in the UK, we have a thing called the Babe Channels, which is not really popular anymore, but basically it was live on TV and you'd call the girl live on TV and you'd have phone sex with them. Yeah. And then after 10 o'clock, we were allowed to take our tits out. So I did that for a couple of years first. That was my first
taking your tits out?
Yeah, on national TV. So you could
It's national television?
National television.
Oh, that's because it's not America. America, we hate nudity here in America. I don't know why we fucking despise nudity so much. That's...
Yeah, after 10 o'clock, we'd get boobs out. And
so it'd be like a regular conversation, boobs out?
Yeah, phone sex. Phone sex.
Phone sex.
We're allowed to have phone sex.
On television?
Yeah, on television. You couldn't hear the conversation. You'd have to call to be able to have a conversation.
But the person calling could see you.
Yeah.
So if I called in, I would see you tits out talking to me.
Yes. And I did that for I did that for about 4 years. And that was kind of my foot in the door of the adult industry. That was kind of my first gig. And then after that, I got into webcamming. I did escorting. I pretty much did everything, stripping. Yeah. And then porn was kind of the last thing I did. And when I found OnlyFans, I said, fuck everything else. Like, I don't need an escort no more. I don't need a fucking strip no more. This is it.
Control.
Like, I
dictate it all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, that's crazy. Television. So how do you all right, so before you got on television, was you always comfortable with being nude? Like you was just comfortable with
Yeah, like I've always been a very sexual person. Like, honestly, I had a stage where like, you can call it like my hoe phase, where I was like, but I didn't know like I could really make money from being a hoe. When I figured that out, I was like, what the fuck have I been doing all this time?
Shit?
Like, I can make money from
They'll pay your rent and everything.
Yeah,
that's dope.
Yeah, once I figured it out, I was like, never again.
Because to do that on national television, like, it's one thing to do OnlyFans, but TV?
Yeah, that's kind of like when my parents first found out I was getting into this kind of life. And yeah, that's when the problem started.
Ain't that crazy how like an actress can do nudity on a movie or television and get an Academy Award, and then you can do OnlyFans, do the same shit, and they'll say you are
context.
Like, fuck y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all, the brainwash.
Me and my parents are good now, but like it was a journey, you know? Like
y'all had a rough time with that?
Yeah, we did. Yeah. My parents are also, I come from a very Christian family. Like,
and everything, right?
My family's very religious, so you know, there's a lot of prejudice, you know, and different things that went into it. But we're good now, you know, like I feel like once I left the house, you know, and I was, you know, taking care of myself, you know, I didn't need to ask them for anything. And then I think
you kind of can take care of them too.
No,
right?
exactly,
so
that part.
Like, hey, how mad can I be?
No, exactly. And also
how
I think,
mad can I be?
Yeah, and I think they figured out that, you know, I'm still me. Like, it's just a job. Like, I'm still the same person. Like, I got a good heart. Like,
and they loved you before that.
Yes. And I'm not hurting anyone by doing what I'm doing.
Yeah, I cannot love you. You're my daughter, you're my child. Like, whatever the fuck you do. Because, I mean, we got people I know people who black mamas be telling you they son is an angel and that son in jail for murder. He killed 7 niggas, and it's like, but he didn't mean it. Like, we love our kids regardless of what they do. You get what I'm saying? That's something that you should always be able to depend on. Like, I don't give a fuck what the rest of y'all feel like. If me and my folks good, me and my family good.
You know, my parents never kicked me out. Like, they gave me a choice. Like, I remember, like, when we had that conversation, it was like, you either stop what you're doing or you gotta leave. It wasn't like we're kicking you out. It was like, we just can't have you doing that and living under the state. Yeah. So I ended up just moving out with my boyfriend at the time, and like the relationship was abusive, but I didn't give a fuck. I was like, I'm gonna stay through the abuse just as long as I can continue doing what I'm doing. That's how much I wanted to do what I was doing. Yeah. So
I hate that though. I hear so many women that went through shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, I wasn't the type that was just sitting there either.
You was throwing it back?
Yeah, I was throwing it back, 100%.
That yeah, I hate it. I've never been in that. I've been hit.
He was just very insecure, you know, wanted to control me, and it's like, yeah. And I think when I moved in with him, it just got worse because I was under him, you know what I mean? So, but
I don't know. I never hit a woman, but I've been hit by women, and I hate that shit because it really puts you in a position where you want to retaliate.
No, but you know, like I'm against that too. Like, I don't think if you're brave enough, you have the balls to raise your hand to a man, like, if he hits you back, he has every right to.
I can't understand how a woman can do that. How can you hit a man in the room by yourself and no one's there to stop him? You don't know what he's going to do. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm a big guy, like, so I always felt like, can't no woman hurt me enough. Now, if you come in with a knife or some shit like that, then I might feel like, all right, I'm going to put your ass down. But as far as, like, physical altercation,
I've been seeing it too much these days. Like, women getting really physical with men these days. Yeah. And just, like, and then the way society reacts, like, oh, like, if it was the other way around, it'd be a completely different reaction.
In jail.
Yeah, and it's not fair. He's
in jail. He got a lawsuit. He lost his job, his kids, everything is gone.
Yeah.
In that instance. And then they say, you're a man, you should have knew better. But for a woman, it's like, oh, she was emotional and distraught.
Exactly.
And she
what
didn't
did he
know
do? Something.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
And I mean, that's society in general. Like, not to be disrespectful to women, but I feel like a lot of the accountability is not placed on the female gender like it is on the male gender. You know, now I got a multitude of reasons why I think that, but even like...
But men can be abused too, like, you know, so... But, like, even me, like, if I was to ever hit a man, like, I know in the back of my mind, I might get hit back, but I don't care.
Your ass out.
Like, yeah.
And you got to be prepared to deal with that.
Yeah, you got to know that might be the consequence.
Don't get knocked out and then call the police after you hit his ass first and be like, oh, he hit me back.
Exactly.
Like, why did you hit him in the first place? Like, yo, just use your words. You know what I'm saying? Use your words.
Or walk away. People need to learn to walk away.
Because what women don't know is that if you know the right shit to say to a man, you can hurt him way worse than you putting your hands on him.
Way
that punch, that jab ain't do nothing to that man.
Yeah.
He laughed that shit off. But you tell his ass, you say the right thing to his ass, he'd be ready to kill you there.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
You touch his heart.
Words are way more powerful.
Yeah, words are way more powerful, especially with men. You got to know how to fight your battles. It's not just win the fight, but you got to know how to fight your battles. You know what I mean? Some battles 100%. You're not going to win unless you do it a certain way. So, I don't know. I got a question about like when you shoot your content, right? I mean, obviously you shoot with your man now, right? So it's like there's a connection. But were you ever at a point or like where it's like acting? Like, are you faking your orgasms? Your orgasms real?
I think most of my faking, like if I ever did do any faking, it would probably be on the girl side because sometimes girls are not really into girls. I like girls, but not every girl that I've ever shot with is genuinely like into girls. So like you just know it's not genuine. You're just doing it for the camera. You just gotta... But I love it when I shoot with a girl and they're into girls. Like I love it because then I get to really enjoy it. Like I like to enjoy it.
Do you have a favorite person that you shot with?
I would say she doesn't do porn anymore, but her name's Valerie K.
I know Valerie K. I seen her on OnlyFans.
Shout out to Valerie K. I love Valerie K. Like me and her really fuck like when we shoot content. Like we really fuck and we have a great time.
I've seen her like on Twitter and like Pornhub and shit like that. She really seems like she's really into it.
Yeah, no, she loves it. You know, obviously she's retired now,
without the money. Like keep the money. I'm still doing this shit.
Yeah, like she loves it. Yeah.
That's dope though. I like that.
Yeah, she's a that's my bitch.
Know, man. That's she's still in the industry? She's
No, she's retired
she's done now, right?
Yeah.
I haven't seen her in a while, so
yeah. And I never shot with her, but I love Tiana Trump. That's my girl too.
Oh, for real? Yeah. She a head monster.
Oh yeah, she a head monster. I always tell her, bitch, I used to get tips from your fucking videos. Hell yeah.
That's a head monster right there. You like giving head?
I love giving head.
That's your thing?
Yeah, I feel like if like in any sexual act, I feel like when I'm giving a man head is when I have most power. I love it.
I just told you that, right?
I love it.
I just told you.
Yeah. Like I love seeing a man's toes start curling or squirming. Like I love it. Like it gets me. I've actually come from giving a man head. Like just like.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious. Yeah, like I love it.
Enjoy that shit. So that's how you know when your head fired. Because if you really love it, then you really gonna get into it. I don't like when women give head just to
and
get it hard.
And if you tell me like my dude told me when we met, like he was like, I don't come from head. I was like, oh yeah? Well, you about to come from head every fucking time.
Watch this.
Yeah. It's a challenge.
You a demon. You're a demon. I love it. Nah, that's me, man. I for some good head. Pay your rent. Like I don't give a fuck what it is. I love it. You know what I mean? But it's a mental thing for me. It's like it's that submission behind it. A woman viewing you in that manner where you deserve it. You get what I'm saying?
And I'm like, I like receiving head, but if you're not good at giving head, you can keep it. I'll still give you head, but I'd rather have no head than have shit head.
Men, you think women give head better than men?
I think women tend to pay more attention at learning like what a man wants. Like if I'm with a new partner, like I'm gonna find out what you like, because every man like likes their head different, like what really ticks them. Yeah. So like I'm gonna learn what you like. I don't know if men take the time to actually figure out how the woman likes certain things to be done. So I feel like women have a better idea of what they want when it comes to head.
I think women also have a way of giving head that they like as well.
Yeah.
Like, I know some women that's just super sloppy. They like being sloppy. That's what turns them on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if you deviate them from that, they like, well, this is not what I like to do. I'm trying to take your soul. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I get it. You know what I mean? But I like giving head. You know what I mean? But I'm really just focused on the clitoris.
Yeah.
All that other shit, I don't really do too much
I think that's the main thing that you're supposed to focus on. That's where Yeah,
but some people like that. They like.
But some women are, clitoral, and some women are penetration.
Yeah, penetration.
So for me, I'm clitoral. So like you sticking your tongue in my hole is not going to do nothing for me.
That's nothing, right?
Concentrate on the clit.
That's what I was
You can stick a finger and suck my clit at the same time. That will do the job. But just penetration, no. Yeah. Like even for me, for sex, I have to have clitoral stimulation.
You need that stimulation. That's why you got your toys in there with you.
Yes. That's always. But I like to switch it up. I don't like to depend on my toys. I like to use my hand because I feel like it's very important to have physical contact. Because when you start
I
using
like
toys
that
all the
though.
time,
When a woman like play with her pussy while I'm doing something, like to me, it's a turn on. Like, because it makes me feel like she like it that much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I don't like depending on toys. That's why I think it's important that you always go back to your hand.
I've been told toys can make you like desensitized.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying like it's very important to go back to your hand. Like I switch it up all the time. I go back to my hand.
What's your favorite kind of toy?
I like the wand a lot. I like the rose. I don't know if you've heard of the rose. The rose is crazy. Yeah. And that was an Amazon toy that just went crazy.
And it just went viral.
But I do like the wand. But it has to be like small enough that like, because I like all sex positions, but I like missionary. So like, it has to be a toy that, you know, like can fit in between us and I can still play with it while we're fucking.
Like I told the last two guests, missionary is a no-no for me.
Really?
It's too emotional. That's what you people do. That's what people do when they're in a relationship.
I'm cool. I get it. But like,
if you fucking a guy, it's like a fling or some shit like that, and we missionary, like, no, that's gonna bring emotions.
But I like it for different reasons. I like it because I like to be slapped. I like to be spat on. So things like that. Like if you
like spit in the mouth.
Yeah, or you can just spit on me. Like you can spit on my face. Like you can spit on me. Yeah. Like
you got a side nigga? Listen, that's dope. I like spitting on women. That's
the only time that I allow disrespect is during sex. That's the only time that I'll allow it. If you spit on me on normal, we're fighting. But if it's during sex, I'm cool with it.
Yeah, like it's almost like we want to be degraded in a sense. You know what I mean? I like that shit. Like if I'm fucking a girl and I'm hitting her from the back, I usually spit on her. Like I spit, because it started from spitting in their butt, like spit on her asshole to put my thumb in it. Spit on the pussy to get the dick in, but then it got to the point where I'm spitting on her back. I'm fucking pulling her hair, spitting in your face. Like, because now it's evolving. Yeah. And I like it. Yeah. So now how far can I take this? You get what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm into that kind of shit too. I just don't, I don't know. Like I was telling people before, I love whores. Like I love a good whore. Like you don't come in here with no religious sex. I don't want that shit. No, I don't want that shit. Give me that whore shit, that slut shit.
But that's why a lot of men end up hiring escorts and going on OnlyFans and watching
that they can't
because they can't get it at home. So I feel like, I get it. The image outside. You want to look like a good, well-behaved wife, but at home you have to slut out.
I don't know too many men that want a well-behaved woman. Like they think they do, but they really don't. They really don't. You know what I mean? You want her to look well-behaved to others. Yeah, but you don't want her to be well-behaved. No. That well-behaved shit ain't gonna last. You know what I mean? So
no, they're always gonna come to us.
Yeah, absolutely. Before we get out of here, let me ask you about what you doing for Valentine's Day?
I don't know. I think I might have a galentine this year.
It's a galentine.
Yes. Oh. I want to do I want to serenade my girls. Just a bunch of us. And yeah.
That'd be dope.
Maybe do a giant galentine orgy or something. That would be nice.
Man, that would be fun. That would be fun. Listen, I'm pretty good behind the camera. If you don't know, I'm pretty decent.
You good with angles and everything?
I'm good with angles. I'm good with editing. Listen,
okay.
But I'm gonna do a Valentine's episode. I'm trying to figure out who I'm gonna do it with, but I definitely want to do a Valentine episode. I'm gonna put some ladies up here in some lingerie and see what.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So I'm gonna do that and whatnot and see what happens. But it's creeping up. Your birthday creeping up. Valentine's creeping up. So
next month is a big month for me.
You have a good content month.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a big money month. February. Yes. February. You make the most money in February, don't you?
You know what? I'd like to say so, but usually I'm like, my last birthday was my 31st. Okay. Last year I didn't do much. I was in London. So yeah, like last year February was a good month. But the year before that I was in Dubai. So I tend to go away for my birthday. Yeah. And I always pick somewhere far. Somewhere I ain't been before. And I tend to just be distracted. I'm trying to have a good time. I'm not worried about
because you're working all the time, right?
Yeah. So
that's dope though.
Yeah.
I like that for you.
Yeah.
That's
I love to travel.
I need to take my ass to London. I'm trying to see some titties on television. So
they don't really have it anymore. I think they have like 3 channels left.
They stopped?
Yeah, because there's so many other, there's OnlyFans now, there's webcam, like people don't really use the TV anymore. The only people that still watch those channels are people that don't really use the internet.
They don't know. They don't even know that they can get this shit. Like, yeah. That's crazy.
Yep.
Before you go, what's your measurements,
Oh, shit, I haven't measured myself in a while, but I know that these are, I believe, triple Ds.
Yeah?
These are mine.
Those are yours?
These are mine.
Cap.
I swear.
Cap.
I'll pull them out.
Let me see.
Look. There's no scar.
And you pierced.
Yeah, and there's no scar.
You pierced on both sides?
Yeah.
She said there's no scar.
There's no scar. These are mine.
All right, well, I was wrong, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize. Excuse me. I was just trying to see if she was going to do it.
These are mine. And then I believe my waist.
Natural triple D.
Natural triple D.
I like tits more than I like ass.
Really?
Yeah, I do. People be telling me I'm crazy because I'm black. They be like, you supposed to like ass. I love a fat ass.
Yeah.
You walked in your ass, I'm like, God damn. But at the same time, I just like a woman is we identify women by breasts. Like it's like a thing. You know what I mean?
It's like a motherly thing.
Yeah, it's
too,
like,
right?
oh my gosh, she got big boobs. Like how can I not like that? So yeah, I'm obsessed with that shit.
Yeah, my waist I think is 29, 30. And then my hips, I have no idea. I just know it's tall. I'm not tall. I'm like 5'3".
I mean, you're not tall, but
I'm
yeah,
5'3".
you're petite little thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm short.
You're smaller than
That's
I thought
why I
you were
wear
gonna
these
be.
things right here.
Yeah, you can't. You're short. You're smaller than I thought you was gonna be. But I mean, you definitely super proportionate. And like I was talking, telling people about you coming on the episode today. They was like, her ass so fat. It's like, yeah, I know. I'm gonna ask her about it. Nah, so that's major. Like before you get out and stand up for us, let us see. Slide it this way. We're gonna let you. Ooh. Look at the. Your butt soft? Can I touch it? No. Just one time. Just a little one. Oh, it's there. Oh, yeah. Yep. Listen, you might be the queen of OnlyFans, man. Like for real. I definitely love what you do for yourself and how far you taking your thing. Like people look at adult content and they don't have the respect for it that I think they should. But it's big business. $1 billion corporation. You know what I mean?
Listen, sex will forever sell. It's the oldest profession in the world.
And it doesn't matter gender, race, age, group. Whatever.
Do you remember when OnlyFans supposedly was closing down and the amount of people that were so happy on the internet
celebrating?
I was like, wow, if you guys all lost your job, you think I'm going to be celebrating that? Like, that's so fucked up.
They're happy about it because again, the jealousy of it.
Yes.
And I hate that, but
I laughed because I'm like, listen, I've been in the industry for such a long time and there's always something new. If OnlyFans goes bust,
somebody will start something.
Yeah, there'll be something else to do.
These girls have made enough money to start their own website. So what's the difference?
Exactly.
Men are going to still buy content. Men will buy content via text message.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it doesn't matter if it's a site or not. Like your
People
man is still going to spend that money.
always buy sex. So if it's not OnlyFans, it'll be something else.
Every time. That's me. I'm trying to get a swingers club membership, and I'm gonna get into that and see what that shit goes. You know what I mean? But I know you got somewhere to be. I ain't gonna hold you too long, Lissa.
Aires.
I wasn't gonna say your last name. I was just saying.
You were thinking about it.
No, I was thinking about how I want to tell you how grateful I am, and just give you your flowers. But I really appreciate you. You know what I mean? Because you ain't have to do it, and you did it, and it's like. I definitely want to have you back.
I'd love to. I had fun.
Definitely come back because you see, I'm gonna get in your business. You know what I mean? I got a ton of other questions I want to ask you as well. And whenever you got time, man, anytime you're in the town, like let me know.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? We link and do this again.
Yes.
So thank you again for coming. Let the people know where they can follow you, find you, subscribe to you, send them money.
Well, I'm finally verified on Instagram.
Let's go.
Yes. So you type out my name and the blue tick, that's me. Lissa Aires, all one word. Lissa with 2 S's. Aires is not Aries, it's Aires. And Twitter is Lissa Aires, all one word, and then the number 1. And then my OnlyFans is iwantlissaaires.com. And then that's it, really. Those are the socials I use mainly.
Y'all only care about one link anyway, so.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But yeah.
If you want to see the preview, go to my Twitter. You'll see the previews. And then
that's where I was at.
Hit the link and buy it.
It's going to make you click that link. I promise you. Now listen, again, thanks for y'all tuning in. Strip Clubs and Art Galleries, episode number 9, I believe. We got a fine 9 in here tonight. You understand me? So thank y'all for tuning in. Follow us, Strip Clubs and Art Galleries, on Twitter and Instagram and everything else. You know what I mean? Same name. Tune into our Patreon because she dropped them bad girls out there, and I can't show y'all that shit on YouTube. So y'all, no, we're not. No,
Patreon
we're not
only.
Yeah. So yeah, thank y'all for tuning in. Strip clubs and art galleries, we out. Hey, if you like that and you want to see more strip clubs and art galleries, tune into our Patreon. Follow us on Twitter and add us on Facebook and Instagram. We out.